What is up, guys? It's me, Brandon, yet again. Been a little over a week, but whatever. It's my vlog, and I can do what I want to. I'm probably not gonna cry. No, I will not cry tonight. I was playing Rock Band earlier today. Well, I was playing Rock Band earlier today at my mom's, with my mom and my kids, which is cool because it makes it a party and it's a family game. So, what makes it not so cool is when you play it by yourself, alone in your apartment, really loud. So, anyway, so it's been a pretty decent week or so since I've talked to you guys. I don't know if you noticed, I got a new background, at least in a different setting. I'm actually in the same room, but I rearranged my apartment, and it is actually, it's a little cluttered because I really haven't had a chance to declutter it since I moved it around, but the layout, I'm digging. So I rearranged my large screen TV, my video game baby, if you will, and put it on the wall here. You know, I don't know if you guys can see too much, but I got my Kinect up there and some essential DVDs. I will go into that in movie talk. I do have a special guest tonight. He's nothing special about him except the fact he's a fucking talking head. Why don't you say hi, buddy? Say hi to everybody. No? Yeah, but okay. So he like, he's a bit, he's get. Okay, so it's a huge, David, I already don't like you. You're talking way too much, so you're going down, buddy. I'm going to put you down for now. He's a David Lee Roth fan, and I thought he was cool until he started stepping on my toes and saying my lines for me. Son of a bitch. But I can't say mad at him because, well, bottom line, he sings David Lee Roth, and he's a fucking skull. So I can't be too upset. Anyway, long week. Some cool stuff has gone up and down, and well, I guess sideways. So I guess cool shit in every direction. Full 360 of cool shit, which segues into my background today. My background is my Xbox 360 dashboard. From here, you can see my little avatar, and then all the other stuff that comes with Xbox Live. But what I'm going to kick it into is my favorite thing that's happened this week, which I've been anticipating for a little while. It made me rush through some Red Dead Redemption, and I never quite got to do the sequel before the third part comes out. So I'm a little upset. Well, I can't be upset. I'm talking about not the first, not the second, but the third, Gears of War 3. This game was fucking awesome. I got it on a midnight release at my local GameStop. Some of my friends would have read that my GameStop was doing a damn, that is bright. It was doing a midnight release in conjunction with the Genghis Grill right next to it. So they had a bunch of drink specials and whatnot, and we just kind of, me, Chris, and Mike, CT, and Fat Bees, who both didn't pre-order, but I was the only pre-orderer, if that makes any sense. We got to go over there. We had a couple drinks. No big deal with that one. That was pretty cool. A bowl of food, and we got to play the game actually before it came out on big screen televisions that were mounted throughout the restaurante. It was pretty cool. I don't know how I did it, but I got my copy of the game. I kind of cut in line, a huge line for that matter, and picked up my game and was home by 12 o'clock on the dot. So, cool. Works for me. Anyway, if it's a little wobbly, it's because Mojo's deciding to lay in the bottom part of my camera stand. What are you doing, Mojo? Eye contact? Don't make it. Anyway, so it was super dope. I came home. I was really tired. I played like the first chapter, and I realized by the time my first chapter was up, I had no idea what I was doing because I was so tired I didn't recognize anything. Anywho, got some sleep. Next day rolled around. That's when I really got knee deep into the damn game, and it was fucking dope. I spent some serious time on it, and I mean, for me, Gears of War has always had this thing about like just the scenery, how it was so textured, it really looked real. Like for whatever reason, it just looks like you could do some damage in whatever setting you're in. In this case, Gears of War 3, I mean, obviously had some time to make some enhancements. I believe it's still running off of the Unreal Engine, which is cool. Like every game that's on Unreal Engine. Except for Quake. Never gotten to Quake, but whatever. Or was Quake on Unreal Engine? I don't know. I could have just fucked myself in the geek term right there. Anywho, so I played it, beat it, actually like within 48 hours. And I loved it. The storyline was perfect. I mean, the first Gears of War storyline was like zip. You learned who the characters were, and at the end of it, the bad guys were defeated. It was so fun to play that they decided to make a second one, and they tried putting in, you know, a human side to your characters, so you can actually relate to them instead of just get behind them and just put and I mean shooting, not jackhammering. Mojo, get out of there, man! You're a shitty camera cat. Get the fuck out of there. Yeah. Anyway, so Gears 2 was good, and Gears 3 capitalized on it, man. They made a great story. They finished out what they did build very well. There was a point, I'm not saying I cried, but I got really emotional because I became attached to a character, especially when you have like a video game arc that spans multiple video games, like Master Chief with Halo, or you know, Link from the Zelda series. You become attached to those people because in a way you kind of see them grow. Now granted, these are grown-ass men you're playing that can fucking stomp your face 3 weeks from Sunday, but the fact of the matter is, man, you kind of went through the same situations that made them who they are at Gears of War 3, by Gears of War 3. So it was really cool. No spoilers, I will say this, man. Fuck shit up, because I fucked shit up. And I think everybody else here should fuck shit up in that game. Super fucking dope. Chainsawing somebody just feels as good as it did in the other two. And I love the executions. They kept the executions. And that's about it. I won't go into too much more about that. But my video game of the week, my friends, is this one, Gears of War 3. I fucking love this game. When I'm doing the vlog and I get this loaded up, or starting to load up on YouTube, your ass believes I'm going to be rocking some fucking Horde mode 2.0. Super fucking fun. Oh, and Beast mode. Beast mode's tight because basically it's Horde's other end. Instead of fighting as the cogs against waves of locusts, you're actually the locusts attacking in waves against the cogs. Super fun. You could be so many fucking locust versions. It's insane. Tickers, screamers, shooters, boomers, fucking tiddlywinks, whisker do's, whisker don'ts. You can be them all. It doesn't even matter. Anyway, Gears of War 3. You don't got it. Go get it, man. Go fucking get it. Oh, and for the record, I rock my Carmine Must Die t-shirt for a very long time, for like 2 fucking years. My avatar wears the same exact t-shirt. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, Carmine is a character, well, it's a couple different characters. It's 3 brothers. 1 brother was in each game, and, well, bottom line, Carmine died in the first one, Carmine died in the second one, and they wanted to make the fans happy for Gears 3, so they let the fans choose. You buy t-shirts for your avatar or t-shirts that you wear. I voted Must Die. I'm a bastard. I'm not going to say if he dies. I'm not going to say if he doesn't die. I will say I loved how they handled it. They did a great job, and I much appreciated it. Epic Games, you knocked it at the park. Sad to see Gears Trilogy finish, but who knows what's going to happen in the future, obviously. Hopefully we'll get a Pendulum Wars, because you hear a lot of talk in that, and it really feels like they're going to segue into the Pendulum Wars, which is actually the wars that started before the Locusts and E-Day. So anyway, moving on. Music-wise, have I listened to any music? Nothing new, but because I get to spend a lot of time on the computer at work, on my downtime I usually surf the net, and on YouTube I came across this amazing, at least one video. It was of a girl doing a looping session. Give me a moment here because I'm going to try and stall for time while I'm trying to pull up some information on her. But basically, she does a cover of Feel Good Inc. by the Gorillas. Her name is Josie Charlwood. That's a Charlwood. Charlwood. And what she does is she does a looping track where she has many, many different pieces of equipment to do vocal looping and beat looping, all at her, well, I would normally say fingertips, but the video shows her doing it with her feet while she's playing the guitar and singing and playing the keyboard. And at one point in time, she actually beatboxes too. Fucking super, super dope. I recommend it. If you research it, put in Feel Good Inc. Gorillas live looped cover, Josie, as in Josie and the Pussycats, Charlwood. I would make a joke about her being hot or some kind of sexual reference to the whole thing, but to be honest with you, I can't tell how old she is, and I'm not taking a fucking turn down Creeper Street, okay? So, bottom line, beautiful voice, beautiful rendition, and I really haven't shared it with a lot of people because I kind of want to keep the song to myself, but I kind of realize that, I mean, if I'm on YouTube, she's on YouTube, I guess we should really try and help everybody out. Anyway, I'll probably end up posting it. Actually, you know, while I'm live posting that back on my motherfucking Facebook page, which everyone's having problems with Facebook, by the way, and my only problem is people won't shut the fuck up about Facebook. Who gives a shit? So, sorry, I got a little crazy there, but anyway, for movies, music, nothing too much. Florence and the Machine did end up recently announcing her next album will be coming out, and it will be coming out very fucking soon, as I fucking recently realized. And like I said, she did release a song not too long ago called What the Water Gave You, and I made some comments prior to it about how it kind of felt like I've heard the song before. And, I mean, it still stands, and unfortunately, I do have people agreeing with me, which it feels like I'm negatively influenced people, and I hate to negatively influence people. But the new CD, I mean, bottom line, the CD is going to be great. If it's just as good as the first one, even if it's, you know, I don't want to say a copy of it, but if it's the same mold, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Alright, you know what I'm talking about, right? So anyway, I'm very excited for it. I remember listening to interviews, or reading interviews about Florence and the Machine. She was mentioning how she was being inspired by the people that she talks and deals with. And that's where she gets her inspiration from her music. And I guess she's been dealing a lot with her family, and they're all in the medical field. So it's got kind of like a medical vibe to it, which is cool. The only problem is, acts in the past that bring in medical vibes to their music, like, I don't know, just the aesthetic theme to it, tend to fall flat on their face. I mean, just off the cuff, there's a band called Dope. The second they started doing that shit, they went off. And I know it didn't really have too much to do with their music, whatever. Marilyn Manson started to, lame. You know, anyway. But we're talking about Florence and the Mach. Flo and the Machine, Flo and the Mach. Beautiful redheaded Flo. Anybody who listens to her falls in love with Florence. It doesn't even matter. So anyway, her new album, which I'm pulling up information right now, is going to be called Ceremonials. And that's got a 2011 release. If I'm reading this correctly, it's going to be released October 28th, which is so not far away. It's a hop, skip, and a jump, and a couple early bedtimes away. And hopefully by Halloween, I will be listening to Ceremonials happily. So, like I said, the singles were What the Water Gave Me, and evidently a Shake It Out, a song called Shake It Out, has been confirmed as the album's second single, and it will be premiered exclusively on some XFM London station on September 14th. So I guess I missed that one. I bet you if I could just, I'll find it, I'll look it up, no big deal. So anyway, Florence and the Machine, not necessarily out, but really excited for that. I'm not gonna lie, huge Darkness fan. Anybody knows who I am, anybody who's rocked out me knows I love the Darkness. Kick-ass shit. I'm still waiting for news on their new album. They've recorded it, they're putting the finishing touches on, they're actually starting to tour in the UK, and come on, man. I want to see some U.S. touring. I will gladly rearrange my next year's schedule to go see the Darkness again. Anyone of you guys want to go see the Darkness with me, you fucking say it. We'll figure it out. I can't pay for you, but we will fucking make a thing of it. And people who don't really want to go, but I want them to go, I'm going to fucking make you go. And if I have to, I won't pay for you, but I'll make you go. Anyway, so that's music, I guess. I gotta touch base on that one. I could probably go on a little bit more about that. Movies now. I recently found what is called Redbox. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a moron. I know what Redbox is. I've just never Redboxed anything. Did the other night. I rented a Blu-ray DVD for $1.67. It's fucking sweet. It was The Green Hornet. Heard a lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff. I watched it, and what I'm going to say is, it's a fucking solid movie. I mean, it does not take itself seriously for being The Green Hornet, which I understand is a long-standing franchise and has a huge fan base for purists. And to turn it into kind of a comedy, I can understand. But bottom line is, Seth Rogen did a really good job at the role that he played. An obnoxious rich person, kind of like a fucking a Bruce Wayne or a Tony Stark that just never really did anything with his life except for play rock band and party his fucking ass off. So, more relatable rich boy who all of a sudden has, I don't know if an epiphany or a breakdown or the need to do something better with himself. So, it's really good. I don't remember the dude's name that played Kato. I want to say his real name was Kato, but I do know he was actually Harold from Harold and Kumar's brother, I believe. So he's a Chow. Not 100% sure on that one. Anyway, super good movie. Redbox that. I returned it, so I'm not paying for 2 days. And then the other day on Netflix, I succumbed to watching this movie called Buried, which I heard takes place in a casket, and it's like an hour and a half long. It did. There was no cutscenes. There was no flashbacks. This movie took place in a box. And I loved it. I literally, from the moment it came on, I gave it my attention, and it just kept taking it and taking it and taking it. I didn't stop watching until the credits were hitting. And it was super fucking good. Ryan Reynolds did a great job, especially for being the only fucking actor in the movie, which still blows my mind how they captivated me in a fucking box. Anyway, love it. Check it out. It's on Netflix Instant Queue. If you got it, get it. Get back to me. Let me know what you think, because in a cinematical way, I'm still baffled. Like, I think that movie was magic, especially since it did really good. The cinematography or cinematographer probably had a fucking cakewalk because he worked with a fucking box. Lighting probably was a little bit of a bitch. And the director was like, okay, let's get the angle from his feet. Okay, the angle right over his head. I mean, the guy, very minimal, but it's a script. It's based on, like, the thing that makes a movie is A, the script, and B, the actor, because that's all you deal with. So, big ups to Ryan Reynolds. Unfortunately, he's also the Green Lantern, but he possibly could play Deadpool, which, in my nerd friends, they all know that'd be a fucking super sweet ass idea. Anyway, time's running up, about to hit that 20-minute marker, so any special shout-outs this week? Well, I guess Marcus Phoenix for hanging tough. Marcus Phoenix. To Dom. Anybody knows Dom, you know what's up. To Carmine and Carmine's family. So, all the Carmines. Good for them. Other than that, there's not a lot going on. Big ups to all my friends for keeping watching. Appreciate it. Actually, I had one person personally find me and talk to me about making another one, and I said absolutely. And I waited 3 days, and then I finally did it. But I know this isn't really a lot of anything. It's just me in front of a camera, jibber jabber. But I don't know. Slowly but surely, I'm getting 20-something hits within a few days. I mean, that's not 1,000, not 100, but it still makes me feel good that, you know, people are watching it and just listening to me, because I don't know how any of my friends listen to me. So I appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna take my pants off and play some Gears of War 3. You motherfuckers. So cheers to that. Cheers to that. Love you, Haley. Thanks for watching the whole thing. Alright, if you guys are strange, then don't be a stranger. I'll see you later.